Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be watching none other than the Paper X versus G2. Masters Shanghai is well underway. All these teams are finally playing against each other. The teams that won in their respective regions were out of the first phase, but now we are on to the second phase. We're past, I believe it was Swiss pools was the first stage, and now we're on to the second stage. So we're seeing all the teams like Paper X, 100 Thieves, EDG play. They're all in this phase finally, and the first wave of eliminations has come. Basically, the teams that the teams that went 0-2 or 1-2. Basically, if you reach 2 losses in the Swiss stage, you are out of the event. So one team was eliminated from each region, I believe, or maybe it wasn't each region, but I just know that there are 4 teams eliminated. So now there are 8 teams left, and yeah, I thought about which match I wanted to watch, and there's a lot of good ones. Another one that I was tempted to react to was Foot versus 100 Thieves, because I'm from NA, big 100T fan, but I also really want to see this because this also NA, G2, and then Paper X, and I heard there might be a little bit of an upset. I mean, I can't confirm anything yet, but I really wanted to see what happened here because I heard it was a very, very good match. So why don't we just watch it?
Definitely, I think, going to give Paper X one hell of a fight. Well, we're off to a roaring start already.
Really fast, just wanted to say we're on split. Okay, G2 map pick, Paper X picked Lotus, and then Decider is Bind. Alright, so Paper X attacking, right? Because if you get map pick, then other team gets to choose attack or defense, and Paper X are a very attacker-sided team. They have a very high win rate on their attack rounds, and that's what they're kind of known for. Paper X with their very chaotic play style. So they're attacking, taking a quick look at team comps. Double raise, totally expected. Double controller, also expected. The meta still. I mean, also guys, I wanted everyone to keep in mind for this event. So the players playing at Masters Shanghai are playing on a different version of Valorant that we are playing in our ranked games, right? Because it's the same with the league, right? Riot doesn't want these pro players to have to make adjustments mid-event because then it can completely change strategies and all that and just game balancing. So they're playing on a version of Valorant where, and I'm like 99% sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure about this. So Viper can pick up her orb, and I think that's pretty much it in terms of looking at these comps, but it's just like, I just wanted you guys to know. So yeah, double controller raise. We see double duelist for Paper X, which is very common. Paper X are known for also just skipping out on Sentinel role entirely. Also, this is just split. So like split in general, it's very common to not go Sentinel just due to how small the map is and how it's kind of made. You don't need a ton of flank watch because just how small and just the way the map is configured. And G2 are going double initiator. So Paper X are opting single initiator. I think Sky is very good for solo initiator, and I'd say that you can definitely make it work, but double initiator, we are in a bit of an initiator meta in my opinion. All of them are very strong. I mean, even Gecko, and no one's even playing Gecko this match, but yeah, okay. Let's see how it goes. Classic Jing getting classic opening pick.
Dealt with there by with the sheriff in hand. Plant now going to be coming through just 20 seconds into the round. Jing very far forward, collects himself a second.
Okay, I expect a clean, maybe a flawless round here by Jing.
Welcome back to the stage.
It's good to see Jing again. This might be the first match actually with Paper X, because I think they won the 8-pack tournaments, or the Regions tournament. So this is the first game we're seeing Jing, I think, at an international since Champions. So it's literally been it's literally been like 7 months since we've seen Jing in the internationals, on the international stage. 7 or 8 months, which is kind of insane because it doesn't feel that long, but it has been that long. First buy round here. 2v2 should be free. Post plan I always say is very easy in Valorant. You don't even have to peek. Something has 5 bullets though, 1v2. Gets 1. Wow. Honestly, I think G2 should have had that. It was 1v2, but well played by Paper X.
Flash in with a blast pack exit. Icy gets himself over to safety, but Jonah P going to be trying.
Icy, the rookie of the squad, seems to be doing pretty well for a rookie. He did really well last match too, or the other match they played.
All 3 players here from Paper X sat in on the site.
Definitely not a bad debut kind of tournament for Icy. Seems to be pretty good.
Does end up falling, Leaf able to find one, but the divide strikes him down. It's all
Wow.
on Trent. He can't make it happen. Something clears the way.
6-0. Paper X are really 6-0. You know, looking at the score, I swear, chat, Valorant's so deceiving because you can look at a game like this and assume Paper X are just gonna 2-0 and at least take the map. And while they probably will take the map, the momentum looks very heavily favored for them, right? But honestly, anything can happen in Valorant, so this definitely doesn't just mean it's over. The spawn flank. I love how something goes op on attack. He does not care. He'll just buy op any map, any side if he feels like it. And you have double duelist, right? So like you don't have to entry if you have double duelist. If one person's opping, like you can use your other duelist. You can use your other duelist to entry if you want.
Double push up here in the main. Will find value. Divide going to be taken down. Done with there. Trent does get noted.
I like the early aggression on defense here by G2, but I don't know. They did get an opening pick, 1-for-1, both Vipers down.
Let loose here from PRX. Dog into the corner. Not going to be able to find that stun. Push up.
Yeah, that spot is really bad. Because Raze can just nade it and then you just die like that. It's the issue with when you're going against a Raze comp being in those corners where she can just nade you out. That's why, by the way, chat, if you guys are playing Raze in your ranked games, a big mistake you can do on Raze is to just lob out her grenade. You kind of want to wait for the opportunity. Even if you're entering, you don't just have to chuck it. Unless you like know someone's there, you want to clear out a spot. It's definitely important to be conscious of where you're throwing that nade.
Thinks that he gets the kill and then runs out of bullets. Jonah P able to take advantage there. Now a 2v3.
10-0. Not a single round here by G2. Their comp isn't even bad. I wouldn't blame it on anything. It definitely has to be like a skill thing.
Something just not allowing for these showstoppers to even get drawn out.
Could be a case of early nerves. I mean, it is Paper X, you know, you're playing against one of the best teams in the world, second place at Champs next year. A couple of the G2 members, I believe this is their first time playing internationally, so maybe, yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves, who knows. Usually the thing with nerves though is it usually only lasts a game at most, or sometimes only a half, so I expect map 2 to be much different from this one in terms of score. So to all you G2 fans, don't worry, there's hope. It's not over.
Excellent response, some damage taken.
Split, you could argue, is maybe even a little attacker-sided as well. Ooh. Oh, he wins that, no way. Oh, for sure, Leaf had that.
Not much more pressure here going to be pushed on the divide.
Icy is the G2 lurk, or the Trent lurk. Icy is the star duelist of G2. Many would have thought that Icy replaced that other duelist player. I forget who it was, but honestly, if I forgot who it was probably a forgettable. No flame to whoever the old G2 duelist was, but seemed like they needed a new one. I'm surprised they didn't just like opt in with Leaf becoming their duelist, but maybe Leaf wants to flex. Maybe they want a different duelist or a second duelist. Because for those of you who don't know, Leaf used to be the star duelist of most of the teams he's played on, most notably C9. The team he was on for, I want to say, 2 years before this. 3-12, 3-12. Let's trade there.
Jing immediately moving over, looking to reinforce. Still does have that paint shell available to him.
Ooh, that's the new skin. Somebody had the new Outlaw skin. The Jin Rat. I don't think they're ready for this. This is what happens when you don't clear ramps, chat. This is why you need to take all this space. Because if you don't clear ramps, they can just push out of ramps.
Trent being very cautious.
It is 2v3 though, G2 favored, so I think it comes down to how Trent plays this. Hopefully he starts working main like soon. Okay, they found one person. Wow, Jing, he's still holding. He's really confident someone's here. Wow, it seems like they both are aware.
In towards
Vi
the
gets
Divide.
one.
Finishing off Valen, but time taking Jing dead. It's all in the Vi to try to see if he can finish the map right here, right now. But it's a 1v2.
Dude, Valorant is such a lurky game.
One bullet remaining here in the clip.
Rounds like this are so unfortunate because, like, you know someone's there, so you can't just push to site. And it's kind of you're both kind of at a standoff, right? Both played by G2. Bit of a comeback here. We'll see if it's a real comeback or a fake comeback. Nice try with the ult.
Finishes off Leaf. Trent trading that one out. Mind Freak now. Occupying space here, backside. Levi as well, starting to push forward. Mind Freak.
What do you guys think about Jing so far? I mean, I guess this is the first game, but I wonder if he's washed or anything, you know? I mean, when you haven't played on your team for half the year, or for like 7 months or however long, maybe it has a bit of an effect on you. I mean, I know he has been streaming and all that, but I feel like playing ranked is very different from pro play and like scrimming and all that. Rip to Mon yet. Pretty sure he found another team. It might have been a tier 2 team though. I don't know if he's still playing in tier 1. He's either playing on a tier 2 team or he's taking a break. He might be on a tier 1 team, but I don't think he is. I thought Monyet wasn't bad. Like, sure, he wasn't Jing, but I don't think he did badly at all. He definitely had some good maps, especially at the first Masters. Yeah, like, he wasn't bad at all. And G2, 7 rounds here, coming from a 0-10 deficit. It's not bad. Probably gonna win this round too, 4v3.
Good luck. I mean, Devi's gonna try to push this. He might catch Leaf off guard.
This is an insane ult. See, do they catch the lure? Nice. Okay, Jing. Aw, nice try. Nice try by PaperX. But I mean, this is pretty much what I would say I expected, and probably most people expected. Wow, he actually won that. Wait, I thought G2 had that. 3v3. Oh, it's because Jing killed 1 and then he killed 2. So I think the issue this round was G2, they weren't playing in positions to play off one another. They were all just kind of hiding in their own corners. Trent does get 1. And honestly, at this point, like, I would be hiding here. I would be rapping. Aw, they almost signed up. Nice try. But yeah, I was, something I want to say, I don't remember. Oh well. 1913 something, looking good. Jing looking good. KD is pretty even all across the board. Don't really have anything to say. 13 assists by Forsaken. That guy can play anything, man. But oh yeah, right. I was saying this is pretty much going so far how I would say most people would expect, right? Is PaperX kind of dominating? I mean, people forget these guys, like, they always win the regional events. They always, at least historically, they've always gotten first or second in APAC. They got second at Champions last year. They even won. Genji won the first regional finals, but then PaperX won the most recent regional finals. So they're always like looking. People always argue they're like a top 3 team in the world. So what I wanted to say is, this is kind of expected that PaperX did so well the first map, and I think most people would expect it to. But this is Valorant, right? So anything can happen. We are on Lotus now, a G2 on Pistol. That's very good actually for them. Very, very good.
They're going to be converting this bonus, and this is a fantastic start for the squad.
G2 winning on PaperX's buy round 2. That's even better. Gonna be a 4-0 start probably here for G2. Not bad.
And then isolating players.
A little bit of lag.
Kind of bully their way through. Levi trying to do some damage on the way out. Good fault line to set him up.
Fault line set, but it will be instantly traded. Swing on the corner. Jonah P going to be taking low. Showstopper now going to be coming in. Mind Freak able to find one, but Icy takes out Trent. Some friendly fire.
Wow. This is classic A on Lotus. Is you always contest this choke because it's the easiest choke to contest, right? Because everyone has to come out of that one entry point. Whenever there's sites in Valorant where there's one choke point in pro play, it'll almost always be heavily held or contested. It's kind of the same thing on Ascent for the choke points on A and B main. Same thing with that, those one-way is very, very, very good for single entrance chokes. 1v1. Ooh. Duelist versus duelist player. Let's see. Can the rookie win it? For NA? See, does he peek out? Ah, nice try. I would have jiggled there. I'm surprised he didn't. Haven't talked about team comps yet, so we'll do that in a sec. Hmm. 1 HP. Abrax getting a couple rounds back. I thought they'd win the 4th round, but I guess they thriftied them. Maybe some early round aggression on defense.
Not even needing the reinforcements, not needing the flank.
Oh yeah, this round is over. Okay, 3-3. Team comps. G2 are a team that definitely really favor Breach. I feel like there's a couple teams out there, mainly G2. Oh, no. Never mind. I was going to say G2, because Team Heretics really heavily favor Breach as well. I think Team Heretics, maybe one other team, they always try and play Breach on any map they can, but it's not G2. Looking at team comps, again, double duelists really expected. I mean, Jing and Something as players, they're also just, you know, known for their fragging and entering. So it's kind of what I expect. I feel like, you know, it makes me kind of sad to say that or think and realize that it's actually a very uncommon thing these days to see teams run double duelists. You don't really see it that often. Double initiator, Sky Breach. So they're going for 2 initiators instead of 1 this time. And G2 are opting for the single fade. Single controller, double controller, and KJ. Okay, yeah, I mean, I would say G2's comp, they're pretty much the, like, bread and butter, the most common comp you'll see on Lotus, like the meta comp. Pretty much always see KJ, Raze, and then double controller, and then sometimes Sentinel can be Sky or Fade, but I would say it's most commonly Fade. Fade's very strong on Lotus. Yeah, as I was saying, it makes me sad, chat, to think that, you know, it used to be a normal thing. You'd have 2, back in the day, it used to always be 2 duelists, sometimes even 3, but now it's like, it's usually 1 duelist per map. But, you know, Paper X being Paper X, they still play 2, which makes me happy. Nice to see.
As there's the aftershock, they're still aware of it, and they flash him right into the damage. They flush him out.
Yeah, that's what happens when you stay in those spots, especially against a Breach.
Invested, however. We're trying to make things a little bit more difficult.
We take with Raze Rocket. Ooh, gets 2. Dude, Jing never misses his Raze Rockets. I don't know how, but this guy's just like, he's so good. Always hits those. And he gets the shorty kill.
Jing just played it better.
Oh, paranoia, the fault line in, but Alan's still going to be standing tall. Wow. Kills. Jing Mindfreak now going to be taken down to Divide, get on the back end. Rolling Thunder. I
swear to God, I see it so many rounds. Like, teams try to do this early aggression on C like you saw here, and I swear it never works. It always fails. Like, I feel like the defender aggression on A works really well because it's really easy because of that single small choke, but on C I think it's a lot more complicated because of mount and also because of the little up area. I mean, it's definitely still doable. I swear I just always see it fail. I think what's cool about Lotus, by the way, chat, is that this is a map where you definitely can do early round aggression. I feel like there are maps right now in the pool, specifically Icebox and Breeze, where you can't really do early round aggression. Maybe that's why they're taking it out, but I feel like we should be more grateful for Lotus. This is not a bad map at all, and it does allow a lot of diversity in terms of strategy and team comp, which is I think what the best maps have is like they allow you to play it however you want with whatever you want, you know, rather than the same thing over and over. Cough cough descent. I see he gets 2 here. Not bad.
Just picking him out of the sky.
B exec. I feel like B is always a mid-rounds kind of site. I feel like you rarely go this site like right off the bat. Seems like it was a good choice though. Well played by Paper X. This map is already looking much better. Some may say it's bad for G2 because, you know, it's 6-6, but I would say it's a step up from last round, right? I mean, last map they were down 0-10, so I'd say that this is actually very good for them. Maybe some of the early nerves kind of gone. And do G2 win G2 and both pistols, wow. Both pistols on Lotus. Chat, winning pistol is very important because if you win pistol, you pretty much get 4 guaranteed rounds, which will, you know, obviously is really good. Nice. G2 once again winning on Paper X's buy round, and you forgot to clear the box. GG's. Always gotta check that spot. You know, I'm usually not a fan of those rat spots because I feel like you'd expect most pro players to clear them, but oh my god, not again.
Able to find that kill, and now they are in such a dire position. Prowler in for the check.
This is so bad. I mean, it is Jing and something, so you know, Dream Duo, anything can happen, but Spike is in such a bad spot and they're being pinched here. They're both low, yeah. I don't know.
12 HP remaining on him.
Nice.
Legs just absolutely swept out from beneath him.
Oop, he got scanned. GG's.
Looking for the reveal, the Prowler up over the top, gets the fight.
Nice try, nice try. And dude, so unfortunate. Like, this is actually really surprising. Surprising because Paper X have not gotten a single round and they're attacking, and they're usually very, very good. Like, they're an attacking team, right? That's what they're known for. Even their team comp with double duelist, double dive, you could say it's like should be impossible, but they do finally get around to. If anything, I would expect, you know, Paper X to struggle on defense, but they're actually having a much harder time on attack. At least so far. Maybe it changes. G2 seem to have a better read on the map so far. Yes. Ooh. Oh, he gets 2, no way. Nah, come on, Paper X. Gotta be trading those, man. Can't be going 0-2 there. Have to at least go 1-1.
To make Paper X's lives that much more difficult, Forsaken wants to try to get this rolling thunder.
Oh, and they have Fatal for retake too, so G2 are happy to just play slow retake. Yep.
They're gonna be coming through the door. Couple different angles, gonna be really tricky. Forsaken trying to get ahead of it.
Trying to get ahead of it, but instead of it's gonna be taken down. He and Jing on the floor. Divide, now last one standing. Swings out, finds the first, is not ready for Icy.
Oh,
it's still in play here for G2.
Match points.
Wow,
a little bit surprising, Like I said, only because I would expect Paper X as an attacking team to have a much easier time, but they don't seem to be as familiar. Wow, and as I say that, something goes 3, no way. Oh, nah, chat. That is why you never right click anymore with jet knives, because you will hit people, you will click people point blank, and then the knives will like go around them. You'll draw an outline of them with your knives. They'll always go like in the only spot where the enemy isn't. Well, that's why you just don't do that anymore. It's just so bad. Swear to God, that happens to me every ranked game I played Jet. Nice. Beautiful. Trade's going in the favor of Paper X here. I mean, 3 rounds they're OT, and they get 2. Oh. You can TP out of the Fade pulse, right? I'm pretty sure you can. 10 to 12, 5v4. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to play up front, so I'm not even blaming. The issue with B is like you can't all play main, right? You kind of take space on B. If you don't take space on B, you'll just get pinched because there's so many entry points, so many chokes.
Top of the spike. Spray across. Swing out Forsaken.
Well played. Very, very good smoke by Valen. Without that smoke, that round could have gone way differently. Alright. Just looking at KDA. Forsaken having a bit of a more difficult time, perhaps. Which is only surprising because usually Forsaken is a very consistent player. But all good. Everyone on G2 looking pretty good as well. And again, Icy, okay, actually this should be mentioned. I think it is worth noting that Icy did very well this map because again, he is a rookie. First international event, very young player. So, all things considered, and especially going against Paper X, right? One of the best teams in the world. So the fact that he was able to fare so well against them, I think is definitely something worth respecting. So good job to Icy. We are on map 3 now, 1-1. Anything can happen. New map, new opportunities. Doesn't matter what happened map 1, map 2. All that matters is what happens now. Ooh. Almost unlucky swing. Oh, he got the trade. Okay. Nice.
Heel's not available from Devi here in the pistol.
Got a couple smokes though.
4v3 retake. It's 4v3, but I'd say it's even because I think retake is always attacker sided. So see what they can do here. Any mollies or anything? Doesn't look like it. It's pretty much just going to be a battle of spam, I think. Ooh! They didn't clear sight. They didn't clear sight. I think Jonah P just won them the rounds. Yep. Wow. Hiding in the orb. Very, very sneaky. I just want to talk about team comps real quick. Yeah, that was a very, very good orb by Leaf. I expect Brim by both. Double controller. Okay, so both teams are going double controller, but PaperX are going for Harbor instead of Viper. Gecko on both teams, and okay, both teams actually have Gecko Sky. So double controller, double initiator, single duelist. So same comp other than Harbor instead of Viper. Interesting. I'd say that both team comps are good. I wonder why they went for Harbor instead of Viper. Chat, the reason why I think Harbor is better instead of Viper is for one reason only, and it is because of this wall on A. You could be on B as Viper and activate your wall on A and fake presence. I mean, this applies to wherever you use the wall on attacker sided, but the advantage I think on Viper is you can put down your wall anywhere on the map and put it up at any point in time during the round and threaten a lurk possibility. With Harbor, you can't really do that because if you use a wall, that means Harbor has to be nearby. So I feel like the threat of lurking is much lower, but PaperX don't really play lurk heavy either though, so maybe it's fine, but that's why I personally believe Viper is better on Bind.
Pop on that one, but something still able to find the first one. Now Mind Freak.
High round for PaperX, going really well so far for them. I think Bind is a little bit defender sided, ever so slightly, nothing to write home about though. Such a good smoke showers. I do the smoke all the time in my ranked games too. It's so easy, so good. The other smoke you can do, if you ever autofill on Bind and your defense on Brim, the only smokes you need to know really for defaulting that are really, really good are on B long over here and A right outside of showers. You can grab orb for free on both sites at the start of every round and night info. Very, very good. And you pretty much know Brim at that point. You're all set. Attack is a different story, but don't worry about that. Brim versus Brim, who wins? Oh, Valen coming out on top. This is very surprising because PaperX were up 3-5. Maybe they didn't use their number advantage as well, and suddenly it's... Isn't that crazy, chat? It went from 3v5 to 3v2 to now 2v2, and PaperX still win, but they only get one gun now going into this round, so it's a little bit sus.
The covering fire looking gorgeous. Quick clear there on the dizzy, but Payshell's lobbed in to buy, overwhelmed, taken.
Job by G2. This time they have the 5v3 advantage. Ooh, I like that spot. And that's also why you pick Brim on Bind, by the way, guys. Because if someone teleports and you have ults, it's a free kill every time. That's why Brim's so strong. Like, the thing with Brim vs Omen on this map is Omen isn't bad, it's just that Brim has so many advantages that it's just not worth going anyone else for the most part, just because he has so many good spots for his ult. It's like so many good spots where you can... I think Brim is strong on maps where you can really corner people, right? Where if they're in a certain position, they pretty much are guaranteed to die if you have ult. And there's at least like 2 spots like that with the teleporter, and then there's also lamps on A. And probably a couple spots on B as well. G2 up 4-1 right now. Trades coming out. 5-1. Wow, not looking great for PaperX. They are defending though, so maybe it'll be different on attack, you know? They are that famous attacker-sided team. So why don't we wait until pistol? I would say pistol will probably be the determining factor in terms of if Paper X will be able to come back. Very, very important. If they win pistol, anything can happen. They just need a few rounds here, and it's definitely winnable.
Sticking with another one. Second kill here in the round. Taking down the opposing Rays, but there's still so many entrenched players, and Leaf is one of them. Picks off the Vi. The Showers pitch. Still gonna have to be a concern.
And because of the lineups, that's the other reason why go Grim. Because those molly lineups so frustrating to deal with.
Just needing to drift away, to hold on to this operator, to hold on to any ounce of hope that he can.
Yeah, and Mindfreak should be able to relay the information over, but it's too late.
7-1 G2. NA fans probably very happy right now. But you know, there's a lot of fans in NA that are actually Paper X fans. I feel like G2 has fans worldwide. Or sorry, Paper X has fans like all over the world, just because of how unique and cool of a team they are in their playstyle and all that. I think we witnessed somebody saving the op. Okay, I can see Harbor making work here. It's like you can kind of use it in the place of like that old Sage wall where you get a free plant. See, does Icy win this here? Is Trent gonna peek? Oh.
Push up in the smoke. Icy finds himself another defuse started, interrupted.
Dude, Molly, that's like 10 seconds. I forget how long Molly lasts, but that thing melts you for the entire duration. You cannot defuse at all. Like, you can't half or anything because it just kills you. So annoying to deal with. G2 able to win the round again. 9-1. Wow. This is looking like an opposite of the first map splits. And Icy seems to be doing very well, by the way. Wow, drops 3. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, rare ultimates by Jing, no way. Very surprising to see. Usually never. He always gets at least one with that ult. It's very surprising to see. Jing, I don't want to say Jing looks off his game, but he definitely looks a little bit different from last year. Not sure quite how to put my finger on it, but maybe it's the confidence that's missing, or maybe it's just the team environment that's different. I don't know. He doesn't seem like the same player he was at Champs 2023. Ooh, the sidestep. Yeah, you should always be AD strafing, guys. Never do what Valen did there and just start crouch spring right away. You always want to be strafing. Strafing always wins. Even if you whiff, use sidestep, take another shot, second chance. No need to fully commit to a gunfight by just crouching right away. Paper X didn't win last round. Now this is the pistol that I said would be very important. Paper X win this, it'll be very good. If they lose, it'll be 12-2. So they cannot lose this. Trades coming out. That's the advantage with Gecko. You can start the defuse. The right click classic is a little broken. Nade coming out. Wow, Divide dies to the nade. I mean, he did die, but I think he realized he had to peek because I think if he fully dodged the nade, it would be over. And I mean, now it's pretty much over. I mean, G2 can buy guns. It's not over, but it's like very heavily G2 favor. They might lose this round because Paper X are kind of forced to go Stingers 1-1, and they thrifty. Wow. A little bit surprising, but all good. Jing Ray's entry, beautiful, gets one. Ooh. Vi does get the thrash. Nice. Alright, Paper X winning some very important rounds here. Ooh, nice shot by Icy. Oh, they line up? Wait, how is nobody watching that? Wait, what happens? Surely this isn't that surprising. Oh, you know what might have happened? Okay, I think I know what happened to your chat. So, Icy got a kill, right? No, actually, I don't understand. Maybe they just didn't expect a repeak. I feel like these kinds of situations only happen when a team isn't mentally prepared for somebody to peak in that instance. So my guess is, I think this also happens on Thrifties too, is like you kill one guy and then you assume he's the only one at the position. So you kill the guy Showers with the Sheriff, and it's like, oh, okay, it was probably the only one there. And then you start moving forward, like nobody else can be there, and then suddenly someone else is there, and they kill both of you. I think that's what happened here. They just didn't think another guy would be Showers.
2 kills scooped up now.
Suddenly it's 2v3.
Long rotate. Gonna be necessary there from Jonah P.
It is 3 Sheriffs though overs.
From B. Out at Fountain.
And Paper X have remote. Trent has Thrash though. I feel like you just burn Thrash here, right? Or maybe they would. I would use Thrash personally.
Or Forsaken and Mind Freak, so a lot of delay, but Forsaken.
I think this Jonah P flank will be pretty important. Okay, they both see each other. I don't know about this ult. I understand why, because if someone's lamps, it's a free kill, but there's no info that anyone's there, right? Yeah. I would say in a 2v3 like that, it would be so good just to save ult for post plant, for stalling, rather than just getting information, right? I mean, at that point, that's just decreasing your odds.
Jonah now with a Phantom in hand. Teleporter gonna be taken. Does he have the time for it? It's gonna be so damn close.
12 seconds? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it should be fine.
Oh, no.
Reckoning sent, but he's
planted.
I think he might have just been a second too late.
Does he get it?
The push coming through, and there is a
yeah. This is what I mean with nerves, chat. I feel like in a normal ranked game, you usually wouldn't mess up this jump, but I think that, you know, he was probably thinking about the clock running out, whether or not he'd use the ult, 3v1, on an international stage, hundreds of thousands of people. A little bit unfortunate.
It's gonna be so damn close.
I mean, also him popping the ult.
He's gotta get the spike planted. I think he might have just been a second too late.
Yeah.
Just a hair off as the
very unfortunate. 5 to 12. Wow, G2. Like I said at the beginning, I heard it was an upset. I wasn't 100% sure, but it's definitely looking like it right now. Very chaotic round, wow. Trades coming out left and right in the favor of G2. I feel like that's the issue, is like everyone floods out. Yo, trade me. Nobody trades you. Everyone dies. Then it's just over.
Fallon immediately hightailing it back over. Look at the join in.
Another 1v3. No ult this time though. No util at all. This is an old Sky. You don't got those flashes that come back.
Everything in the kitchen sink.
A little bit unfortunate here for Paper X. I feel like it was definitely not heavily favored, but I'd say it was heavily favored. Like, I'd say most people definitely expected them to win this, but here we are. Who'd have thought? Well, chat, there you have it. Icy looking amazing, doing great. Paper X maybe a bit of a setback game. I don't think they're out yet though. I think they still have a chance to win this, and it's not over for them. So Paper X fans, don't worry. GG's by G2. That's all I got for today, chat. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.